welcome, episode 2, Dearne Dove Canal. So this is where we left you on part 1, the old canal route going under the old North Midland Railway, not the original bridge. So this episode is all about the coming of the railways and the impact in this little area the railways had on the Dearne Dove Canal. Let's get out of this rain for 20 seconds, John, on this bridge.
Yeah, let's take a bit of coverage whilst we can. It's going to be a long, wet day. Facadism.
It is, isn't it? It's just fake bricks.
Fake bricks.
So that original steel girder bridge that we can see on those recent, very recent photos.
It's raised.
Must be under there.
I suppose at least they have covered up the concrete, and that actually these stones, they're obviously they're just like facade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just glued on.
It on the other side. We managed to.
Yeah, a little bit more intrigue on the other side, wasn't there? There's the older style bricks. Got a few nice diagrams just to flash up, just to try and explain how the canal was diverted here when the railway arrived. So that bridge we've just walked through wasn't there originally because the railway didn't arrive till some years after the canal. I'm guessing here, the original alignment of the canal would have come straight through here, John, from in that direction, because they've put in this kind of severe bend at the end of that in-water section we saw to bring it through, and then obviously it's headed off in that direction. But look, it was a fairly straight route originally before the railway. Straight through here somewhere. I mean, it's unrecognisable now, isn't it, this? And we're going to see this a lot when we're looking at these canals. Some of these sections we're trying to trace have re-landscaped beyond all recognition. So just somewhere in here, the original canal and the rerouted canal after the railway arrived, and now both following the same route again. And we had 2 more locks in here, somewhere over here. Locks number 5 and 6.
This path is literally on the course.
Is it?
It is literally. We're walking along it. We're about to get where that lock 5 was, I think.
It's Easter Monday today. The weather in April's been absolutely banging, hasn't it? It's been like summer. It has literally been like June. I feel so sorry for them people who've been at work and they finally hit the bank holidays, Good Friday and Easter Monday, and they've been left with conditions like this. Yeah, John is one of those unfortunate people. Yes. You've been enjoying the views of sunshine out of your office window, John?
Days and days of sunshine, yes.
Sorry, I've got it in my notes here. I've been saying I wasn't sure when the North Midland Railway opened. 1840 that opened. It's hard to try and pinpoint exactly where you are in terms of what you see on the old maps, because it's been completely re-landscaped, and no doubt there's probably been a little bit of landfill going off around here as well. But what we're looking for, there's a section now where the original route, the Dearne Dove, deviates from the post coming of the railway. I think a bit too far over, is it here, John? But we can see where the old route actually went on the map. You can see the little spur that went off. And originally the old route of the canal went through an old tunnel, so Adwick Tunnel.
It was cut and cover. You can see them, these houses were built on the line of the canal.
So Adwick, spell Adwick, not to be confused with Adwick, just north of Doncaster. This is the old Barnsleyisms coming again, John, isn't it? Yeah. They don't like saying the W's, do they?
Don't bother the W.
Dodeth, Adwick. Why bother with a W in there? I did wonder, John, you just asked the question, why was the tunnel required? It was 472 yards long. It was a cut and cover tunnel, so they're not tunnelling through any landscapes. And I don't actually know that. I've not actually read the reasons why the tunnel was made in the first place. So anyone's got any insight into that would be useful. And what happened to that tunnel? So we have got some information here on what happened to the tunnel, and it's taken from the Barnsley, Dearne and Dove Canals Trust website. It was abandoned after the canal was realigned to share the new railway cutting built in the 1840s, but accounts vary considerably around the circumstances and also what happened to it afterwards. Some claim the canal had to be realigned because of the building of the railway, whereas others claim that the canal was simply realigned to take advantage of the railway cutting. Some claim that the tunnel was demolished, some claim it was backfilled, and some claim that the tunnel was opened out into the railway cutting. Some claim that the tunnel is still there, while others claim that only faint traces can be found. One thing is certain, and that is that there is no obvious sign of the tunnel in an area that has seen much disturbance since abandonment, and part of which has been radically landscaped. And given the current landscape, it's difficult to be able to pinpoint exactly where that tunnel portal was, but I don't believe there's any remains of that.
We're pretty much getting to it, I believe. Yuck. Right, it was about here.
So this is Queen Street. This was originally Bone Broom Bridge. This more modern bridge replaced a 4-arch viaduct that crossed the canal cutting. We're going to get down there and show you roughly, but the original canal was to the right into the tunnel, but the new railway aligned canal with the railway cutting was straight underneath us there. It was very overgrown even in the spring. It's interesting how these videos all kind of link together with what we've done in the past, because we was on this road 50 yards up there when we did the end of our WAF series of videos, and we came down the Mexborough West cutting that was just literally just over there.
Running across there, isn't it?
Yeah, it runs parallel, obviously, to the North Midland Railway. So while we're on the subject of Adwick Tunnel, just looking at my notes here, mostly re-landscaped over, really, nothing to show you of that other than roughly where it was. Apparently it is possible some sections could still be in existence underneath Queen Street, but you're never going to find out because they're never going to be excavating under Queen Street, are they, to see if there's an old
it's not likely.
canal tunnel. And the south portal somewhere in all this area we've just walked through, but it is quite thick in this day and age. And the north portal is in a very boggy area that's difficult to explore, but we're going to be going up towards that area shortly, so but I'm not expecting to have any success really. Let's turn our attention over to this side then. So after the railways arrived, North Midland Railway 1840, we've just said, haven't we? So the canal was diverted from over there towards Adwick Tunnel. It was diverted here, and it was diverted to run parallel to the railway line in this cutting.
We are literally in the canal right now.
Oh really? Of course, yeah. Apparently this path
That follows the course of it.
is yeah.
So we can take that course.
We are indeed.
Yeah.
And you can see we're really parallel to the railway. So there are various degrees of information based on why they actually rerouted away from the tunnel into the cutting by the railway line. I've got some great information here from the Barnsley Dearne Dove Canal Trust. But the conclusion was that the new railway did indeed impinge upon the line of the canal, but only the section just above Swinton Bridge. So this necessitated the slight realignment of the canal and the addition of the double bend to go under the new railway bridge. That's what we saw down there. I can't see the phone for drops of rain here. Just below lock number 5. However, it did not impinge on the line of the canal at Bow Broom, so in this section here. So the canal was simply diverted to take advantage of the new route of the railway line through here. I suppose it was also made it easier while they're constructing this. They no longer need to go through the tunnel. I think I've got it here as well. That the tunnel was only wide enough for one barge and it had no towpath. This is a different type of canal walk, isn't it?
Is any of this actually like the dried up remains? I don't know.
Nope. And there's Bow Broom Bridge, the new Bow Broom Bridge. Queen Street going over.
Have they changed the alignment there?
Say again, John?
Have they changed the alignment of the road? like that.
I wonder if that's from the original viaduct then, John. Well spotted.
Is this actually the canal?
Yeah, this actually is more.
Is this the dried up remains of the canal?
I mean, this brash look, there was a cutting wall on that side there. So, I mean, if you walk down disused canals,
That's what they look like.
yeah, you walk down a lot of the Chesterfield Canal, a lot of the Cromford Canal as well, you see this kind of, you can see where it's been filled in. Here's a small section here, pretty grim, pretty smelly. Excuse me. Still a little bit of the original canal alignment that's in water, look.
In this series, we're going to get excited if we see some water, the same way if we see the sleeper.
Yeah, that's typical abandoned canal that now, John, isn't
That's
it?
very much like, you know, that.
Bulrushes, smell.
Yeah.
Serious stuff now, John, this. So I wonder what we're walking on here then, look. 'Cause we're walking on a ledge, look, aren't we, with
It's got to be the canal wall, isn't it?
reinforced concrete. Yeah, so is it the towpath we're walking on, or is it just the top of like a retaining wall? So somewhere over here now, I really do see what they mean when they say it's not very explorable. That's just a swamp in there. That's where the north end of that Adwick Tunnel, that 470 odd yard long Adwick Tunnel, reappears.
I'm actually standing on some sidings right now.
Are we? Is your railway brain twitching, John?
Yeah, look at that.
Okay, because we are coming into, again, looking back to our WAF videos, all this Manvers area, we had Manvers Colliery and all the coking stuff. Huge area of industry that we found. All completely erased now.
Manvers Main Colliery.
But we had the junction,
Yeah,
North Midland Railway as well, didn't we? Just up here.
That's where that
Underpass.
concrete sort of tunnel comes out.
Yeah, for the old WAF line. We were just the other side of there then, John, because we couldn't get, but we still can't get to it from this side. That big the underpass. That's all submerged by water, as it is over here as well.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the.
This is the canal, of course. Yeah, definitely. We're right in the middle of it.
I wonder if. Can you tell from your maps if the old and new alignments have rejoined again here? Because it is somewhere around here, isn't it?
Let's go to a different map.
So I think it is, isn't it?
Well, it says there's an arch. Is that the tunnel?
I bet that's it. Yeah. So if I can make it out correctly, I think it's somewhere over here.
Where they would have rejoined.
What map's that? Is that the 1880 map you're looking at?
Yeah, 1830s to 1880s.
There's an arch annotated just further down there. I'm wondering if that's on that old map. It's actually acknowledging the fact that there was the old portal from the tunnel.
It's quite possible.
Let's go with that. That sounds
think we're going
exciting.
with that, yeah.
We will close out episode 2 there then. All about how the coming of the railways impacted on the canal and the changes that they had to make. Quite an interesting little section, that.
Yeah, so you have to kind of use your imagination, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a difficult terrain to try and piece things together on.
Yeah, but we saw some canal in water, so that's our achievement for this episode.
Yeah. Cheers for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series so far. We'll see you on part 3. So thanks for watching. Ta-ra.